Now, is there anything tangible that you guys can take from the last meeting with Mississippi State and apply tomorrow?
Yeah, when you leave balls out over the plate, Ray can hurt you. I just think that they're a good team. They're a lot like us. I mean, they're going to really scrap at the plate. Their bullpen is very, very good. It's very impressive with their whole pitching staff. So they got a big-time closer. I think you're going to have to play. I think they're a good team.
A lot to weigh on the pitching, or is there going to be one simple thing you decided over who starts?
Well, just it's up to the guys really. I want to make sure that Mo gets all the rest he get. If he feels good tomorrow, he's certainly a guy that could go. The reason I'd like to start Fry is just because of the fact that he could get up, get hot, and we know when he was going to pitch and how much he's going to pitch, and then it'd be over with. We wouldn't have to. Okay, hey, if he doesn't get this next guy out, you're coming in, and he might have to get up and get hot and sit back down. So I think Mississippi State's as good against right-hander they are against a left-hander. It'd be nice to have a real quality fourth starter right now where you didn't have to go back to somebody they've already seen. So that's kind of why I'm thinking about Jace.
How was Dan and Taylor throwing?
Child's plenty good. We will not start Taylor, but Dan Child's certainly a guy that can come out and pitch. He's pitched last year. He was outstanding. When you lose your confidence a little bit, sometimes it affects your stuff. And so I just think that he needs to, get that same feel he had last year when he was one of the best guys in the conference.
Pat, even going back to this Super Regional, as you continue to win these elimination games, how much does it help the mindset of this team?
Well, we talk about them not being elimination games, just being the game that we're going to go after and play the way we always played. And the season's going to end one way or the other for everybody. And if you're a real good team, you're going to lose in Omaha if you're 7 of them, and one of them's going to go home a winner. And so, we are prepared to play a baseball game just like it was, a Friday night game with anybody in our conference, and take one at a time.
So, is it still Jace or Andrew?
Yeah.
Okay.
They both came out here today, played catch. We'll go back. They're going to do a little light workout in the weight room, and then tomorrow morning when they get up, they're going to be real honest. Jace is ready to go. There's no question about that. Mo being a freshman guy, I just want to make sure that he's 100%. If he's not, it's an easy decision. Jace is ready to go.
Can we see whoever doesn't start come out of the bullpen?
Absolutely.
Do you think going through their pen, since they use a lot of arms that first time, it has to help with familiarity?
Well, yeah, I'm glad we got to see their closer, and obviously Ross is 12-0, and he probably got the win against us too, which would make him 13-0. So pretty good bullpen when you're running a guy out there at 13-0.
Coach, where are you at with Engelbert?
He's ready to go. The more days of rest we gave him, the better. I guess he was really moving around well in the pen. We watched him today in PFP, and he was moving around good. And I think he's ready to go.
When you went to him late in the season as a closer, was it more because of stuff, or did his mental makeup factor into that?
What factored into it more than anything was that nobody else was being a closer. Unfortunately, we weren't satisfied with what we were getting at the end of the game. We wanted a guy that throws strikes. We wanted a guy that would go out there and put the ball where we wanted it. We wanted a guy that we trusted, and as you can see by Mo and by what Fry did last year, being a freshman in this program, by the time you get to the middle of the season, we just hope you're not a freshman, and he was obviously was a good choice.
What's your sense on him now on this type of stage, having not thrown in 10 days?
Yeah, you'd be a little bit concerned maybe about a few little things, but Max is a competitor, and he's going to give you everything he's got. And like I said, we're just looking for the best guy to come out of the pen that will do it and do it with confidence. And he was a guy, as everybody saw, that was really instrumental in our run through the regional and the super regional.
Is it hard preparing for this team because you don't know how many relievers are going to come and land?
We know they're coming, so hopefully, if the reliever's coming, that means we did a decent job with the starter. So it's not, it's like any other team, other than that, they've got a pretty good left-right combo, and we're not running a lot of guys off the bench right now. So we don't have a lineup where, hey, you're going to play if they throw a lefty, you're going to play. We're going to go with our 9 guys, and as long as Max doesn't soak his contacts in acid, we're going to be in pretty good shape, So talk about being surprised, Hey, Coach, can you look at my eyes? Yeah, Max, I can see you, but what's up? Well, look at them. I said, well, okay, what are you telling me? You always look like you're crazy. He said, I can't see. Okay. scratch. So I don't know what to tell you about that. So
Does that rank up there in your
that was
coaching
for
stories?
surprises on the World Series. That surprised me. Yeah. What did the guy in Christmas Vacation say? Wouldn't be more surprised if his head was sewn to the carpet. I don't know. When Uncle Eddie showed up with I was surprised, but I guess they always tell you you'll never see everything in this game. That's the good thing about baseball. When you say I've seen everything, you haven't seen everything. Yeah.
How soon before the game did you actually find that out?
Let's see, what time did we take infield? 33. About I don't know. Would they play at 7 after the other day? Is that what they did? So 34 minutes before the game, something like that. Pretty surprising. We gave 34 minutes for that rookie to get himself loosened up. Man.
Didn't give him time to pucker up.
Hendricks did great. I knew he was going to catch the ball, and I wish I would have done a better job. We would have liked to have done something different with the infield in there with him. He hasn't been in that situation very often, so that made it a little bit. That was the one time I really wish that we had Max up. Gives you a few more options. They had the infield in. I felt like he'd make contact. He just didn't find a hole, It could have easily went right up the middle. So I thought he did a good job. Caught the ball, looked comfortable in the outfield, and did a good job.
Max moves back into his role tomorrow.
I hope. You just talked about that. I don't know if he's going to dive into a pool with no water. Max is Max, You're really in trouble when you got two guys on the team named Max, and one's hurt and one can't see. It's the Max factor. So Max is a character, and his story's well documented. So our guys like him, and I like him, and he's fun to have on the team. In addition to doing a really good job for us.
Does that help keep things light for you guys?
It does. There's always surprises, and he's always got one for me. And I saw him walking on his hands the other day. It must be a ritual out there as soon as we get done stretching, and it's fun. You got to stay loose, obviously, and I think we're a pretty disciplined club. I think that we do things right, and so therefore, when you have somebody that keeps it lighthearted, I think that's pretty good.